Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Dogecoin, Cardano, XRP, altcoins in general. There's something crazy coming up. If you're holding any of these altcoins and Bitcoin, you will want to watch this video. So there's something I need to talk you through. So make sure to stick around from the beginning until the end of this video. I will also update you, of course, on my trading strategy. So we do have an action-packed video here today. Welcome back, everybody. My name is Chris, bringing you cryptocurrency videos every day, teaching you how to make money in this market. If you're new to the channel, then make sure to subscribe and activate the bell right now. So let's get straight into it. And what you can see for Bitcoin on the daily time frame is that yesterday we did see a big green candle and we have cut through the orange line right here at $99,900. Now, if you look at this on something like the hourly time frame, you can see that we went up. We actually on the hourly time frame, and I talked about this in yesterday's video as well, that the bears, they rejected us one time here on the hourly time frame. In fact, I made a video right around here just as we had already gone down a little bit, and I said that this was very weak from the bears. Is this the bears, like, is this all they can do? Then I'm expecting us to very quickly go up and hit this point here. So we saw a little bit of a dump, but then you can see that we had two straight green massive candles here on the daily time frame, and now we are consolidating a little bit of a drop here. But look at this, guys. This is looking good. And you know what I always say when you see these things? After a big move towards the upside, if you see consolidation after a big move towards the upside, it typically follows the same trend towards the upside, okay? So if you see price action like this and then consolidation, then typically it leads into another move in the same direction. This is on the balance of probabilities. This is what you usually see. So I think that this one, it's going to have another impulsive move towards the upside. So yeah, that is what I'm looking out for now in terms of Bitcoin, and everything is looking good, guys. 4 hourly time frame still here. You can see got rejected here, a little bit of a rejection, very weak rejection, but a little bit of a pullback coming down, and then huge green 4 hourly candle here, and now seeing that consolidation. So in my opinion, everything is still looking good for Bitcoin. I have no reason to change my stance. And yeah, I really have no reason at all to change my, like, midterm, long term, I've always been bullish. Short term, I've been neutral and bearish. So right here when we broke down from the red line, I was bearish, short term bearish, still midterm and long term bullish. But after going down here and after we broke through this, became neutral and then bullish as we have reclaimed this, these points here. So right now I am really bullish on all time frames, low time frames, mid time frame, and long time frame as well. So looking really, really good for Bitcoin here. Absolutely amazing. Congratulations to everyone who got in with a trade potentially here at the orange line or at this bottom right here. And of course, if you're using the trading strategies, then you made a lot of profit here as well during this volatility. So that is absolutely amazing. Congratulations to you. Now let us continue, and I need to talk you through what's happening with the altcoins right now, because the altcoins are about to do something crazy. Now, some people are asking me, like, since we already had a conclusion of the move that you were talking about a few days ago, you know, like a week ago, I said that what is that, like 72 hours. So this is actually 10 days ago, and then 9 days ago, and 8 days ago, and 7 days ago. So all of these videos, I was talking about a big move for the altcoins. And a lot of people are asking me, now that we have seen that move, should we be selling the altcoins right now? And my answer to that, and I think I've talked about that also in many of my videos, in almost every single video I've made, I've said the same thing. Yes, we have had a move towards the upside. And yes, based on these patterns, like this triangle and all of these patterns that I was talking about in the past, like this downward sloping resistance, all of these breakouts, yes, they have happened. And yes, we are, you know, in some altcoins, we are at resistance, but it all depends on the time frame you have. If you just wanted to make like a 20% gain here, in the short term, or 10% for Ethereum, then that is fine. You can take that profit and you can walk away. But for me, I don't think that the bull market is over. So this was just a short-term trend reversal to me. I didn't sell any of my altcoins. I didn't necessarily buy more altcoins either. Well, that is not entirely true, because my trading strategies, of course, were buying altcoins on the way down as well. So essentially, I was buying altcoins on the way down here, but I haven't really sold. I haven't closed my strategies. I haven't done anything like that. So I still believe that we still got ways to go in this bull market, and I will show you something crazy right now for the altcoins. So after having this impulsive move towards the upside, Ethereum is now finding support of the orange line at 3,618. Now this in itself is very bullish, but if we look at the 4-hourly time frame, you can see that we have also established a trend right here. So something like that. So this is for Ethereum. We have established a upwards moving channel. So this is a very bullish thing. In fact, I think we saw this also for, it's something like this for Bitcoin right here, although this is on the daily time frame. But this typically, if we can just continue in within this, it typically is going to lead into higher prices for Ethereum. Now, what I will also point out is that Ethereum tends to lead many of the other altcoins because many altcoins are pegged to Ethereum and they are sharing the liquidity and especially also for the layer 2s. And there's just a lot of altcoins that are relying on Ethereum as well, or in some way integrated with Ethereum. So if Ethereum does well, it tends to lead many other altcoins also. Now, if we zoom in even further, so let us go to the hourly time frame, because on the hourly time frame, you can see that we're also, if you look at, can we do something like that? Can we do something like this? So we're starting to have a little bit of a pattern here also on the hourly time frame. So these ones on the shorter time frames are also going to break out, of course. Now let us see, because you can see this hourly candle right here is now retesting the bottom of the structure. And I believe that there's a decent chance that this is going to hold. In fact, you can see that we're already starting to react right here. The bulls are already trying to defend this area. So this was just a, it was not very, you can do something like this. You can do this much better, of course. But you can see the bulls are trying to defend this area. So let us see now, guys, if this is going to hold. So if we take it from the bodies of the candles, just doing this on the fly, guys. So doing this off the bodies of the candles and some of the wicks here. This looks pretty decent. Now this is the hourly time frame, so we can still break down from this point and still be bullish on, say, the daily time frame. So that is just something to take note of. But these small different patterns are forming on the smaller time frame right now, potentially signaling, as long as we can hold this level, guys, for Ethereum 3,615, I am pretty confident that we're going to see higher prices for Ethereum, which is going to be very good for altcoins. So nothing has changed in terms of that. If you look at the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart, so if you compare Ethereum to Bitcoin, you can see that on the weekly time frame, we still have another 9% to go before we hit a big resistance level. And if you look at the 4-hourly time frame, actually, let me show you this on Twitter. I actually posted a tweet about this. If you look at Ethereum compared to Bitcoin, we're also bouncing off of a key support level right here. So if this continues to hold, then we are going to see Ethereum continue to, just like we've been seeing here recently, from the 23rd, essentially, we have seen Ethereum have a little bit of a trend of outperforming Bitcoin. So I think that things are looking really, really good for Ethereum. And also on the macro side, things are going to explode for Ethereum as institutions continues to buy Ethereum through the ETFs. So I am not bearish on Ethereum. I am still bullish on Ethereum. I still think it's going to do well. And I have no reason to believe otherwise. Same thing for Solana here. Consolidation for Solana inside of this pattern, which we talked about 10 days ago, breaking out of this. And people are asking me the same thing. Is it now time to sell all of your Solana? Because we have had this pattern I talked about 10 days ago already has played out. Same thing for Ethereum. No, for me, I'm not selling anything because I believe we're going to see higher prices. And yes, we're consolidating right now, but this is bullish consolidation coming from an upwards impulsive move. So I believe we're going to see higher prices. And also what is beautiful here is that we have seen decent volatility for Solana consolidating in between my two orange lines here at 210 and 222. And we always knew that the 222 level was going to be big resistance for Solana because it was big support right here. Look, we came down to 222 right here on the 26th of November. Big bounce right here. Big bounce. Bounce supported right here as well. So the 222 level is a big resistance level, but I believe we're going to break through it eventually. And this, this volatility here is just a very, very good thing for our trading strategies, because this is going to lead into more profits. If you look at Doge, same thing for Doge. This one, we're right below key resistance. So this one, I mean, so here's the thing. You know that when we were consolidating right here for Doge, I said that probably if I were to enter into any altcoin right now, it would be Doge. Because yes, many of the altcoins were consolidating in these patterns, and we were expecting breakouts from essentially all of these coins. But I said that Dogecoin is most likely going to have the most explosive move towards the upside. And I think that is more or less what happened. Yeah, we saw 26% for Doge. But the thing is now, we are below my orange line right here at 39.5 cents. So right now, I wouldn't get into a Doge trade. I would not sell my coins, but also I would not get into a Doge trade until we are just slightly above this. Guys, there is no rush here. We already had this move towards the upside. If you want to take profit, then that's fine. But if you want to enter into a new Doge trade, you can just wait for us to go up another 2%. You can wait 2%. You can miss out on 2%. That is completely fine, because even though it doesn't look like much, entering right here is a significant difference than entering just right where we are at right now. Even though it's just like a 1%, just wait for that 1% to go above this point. And if we can stay above this orange line, then we're looking at a nice trade towards the upside here for Dogecoin. So that is what I have to say really for Dogecoin in terms of the next major move. I would probably prefer Ethereum really, because Ethereum is above support, and we can have a move, like we can easily go up to this point here, another like $4,000, which is another 10% for Ethereum. Solana is right below the 222 level, so same thing here. We can go up another like 3% and still not hit the resistance. But from all of these coins right now, I think that Ethereum is probably the one I would take a trade at. And of course, if you want to take a trade, you have the best exchanges down in the description. You have Femex, you get up to $30,000 bonus right here. So sign up to Femex right now if you aren't already signed up. OKX, $30,000. You have also Pionex, of course, 300, which is my favorite exchange. $300 on Pionex, Tapbit, up to $150 in bonus as well. So if you want to take some trades, then make sure to sign up to these exchanges. And also make sure to watch my leverage trading tutorial right here. Now let us jump back. So that is for Dogecoin. For Cardano also, after having this massive breakout towards the upside, Cardano is now consolidating, and the next level of resistance is another 7% away, $1.170 or $1.2 essentially, 1.117. Here's the thing though, I think that if you just look at all of these ones, not in isolation, but in general, they all look like the altcoin market wants to have another leg up. Now, the difference here between when I was talking about these previous patterns is that, let's say for Cardano here, we were consolidating for almost more than 1 month here. We were consolidating for more than 1 month, and we had a decent time frame for when these were going to break out. We had a decent time frame because we knew that it would have to break out before we came to the end of the pattern. That is why I was very particular with the time frame, saying 72 hours, 48, 24, and then counting it down until it finally happened right here. Now with this kind of consolidation, we don't really have a time frame. All I can say is that it looks like it is going to break out eventually. That is really all I can say. I cannot say it is going to happen within 3 days. I cannot say it's going to happen within 1 day, because I don't have any evidence to support that. But what I can say is that these patterns, these consolidations, if we're seeing a next major pump towards the upside, they are not gonna, in general, they tend to not last more than, let's say, 1 week or 2 weeks in general. Because typically you see, after the big move, you see typically between 3 to 7 candles. It can be 10 candles, but typically 3 to 7 candles, and then you see that impulsive move. Do we have some examples? Look at this. Big impulsive move, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 candles. Big impulsive move. You have impulsive move, 1, 2, 3, 4 candles. Impulsive move. Do we have something else here? Okay, so then that is for Cardano. If we look at, I don't know, what should we take? Solana, same thing here. So you have impulsive move. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles, impulsive move. 1, 2, 3 candles, impulsive move. So with these consolidations, they typically are between 3 to 7 candles, and then you see the next move here. So we could see it pretty soon, but it could also prolong because we could consolidate. We don't have a definitive time frame, just like with these ones. We knew that it would not be more than just a few days because we had to make a decision here. We would either have to break this towards the downside or towards the upside. And we had the same thing for all of these assets, essentially. We had this triangle. We knew that it was going to happen. But right now, with this general sideways consolidation, we don't really know for sure. Now, here's the thing. Same thing with XRP. XRP is now resting on support. So this is still holding up well. And this is also, now as we are, above this point, this could be a trade to take as well. This would be another 16% here going towards the previous swing high of XRP. Now, this is not the all-time high, of course, but it's the swing high of this general trend. So that would be the next resistance. And yeah, XRP looking pretty good here. If you look at the Bitcoin dominance, you can see the Bitcoin dominance is right now having a green candle. So Bitcoin is outperforming slightly here during the week, being 2 days, like yesterday and today. So Bitcoin is going up. Of course, we had this big pump for Bitcoin, but I do think that the Bitcoin dominance is going to continue to trend down and we are going to see altcoins do extremely well. Now, if you look at the total charts, this is the key thing to also keep watching. We're still here at a very good place. I'm expecting more upside for the total charts, which means that the entire crypto market is going to go up. If you look at the others chart, you can also see the same thing here. We're consolidating and this is looking similar to many of the altcoins. After the impulsive move based on the pattern I was talking about right here, breaking the channel towards the upside, now consolidating, and I believe we're going to see another move towards the upside here. So everything is looking really, really good. And the funding rates are looking really good as well. The funding rates are not overheated. So the market is in a good place. You continue to see, like the last 2 days, you have seen almost $1 billion on Friday and $1 billion yesterday as well. So, I mean, the inflows are insane into the ETFs. So absolutely amazing. And also, guys, yesterday, I was warning you that MicroStrategy Michael Saylor was probably going to announce that he had purchased Bitcoin, and that typically leads into a drop. But if you listen to my video yesterday, I also said that at some point, this is going to stop being the case. At some point, we are not always going to drop when he announces that he purchased Bitcoin. And this is exactly what happened yesterday. He said that he purchased Bitcoin. Typically, you would see a drop. Instead, we saw a pump because now the market was prepared for it. The market was already probably heavily short and they were shorting, waiting for him to announce this. And instead, you saw a big green candle liquidating everyone that shorted, expecting the price to drop. So even though I told you yesterday that typically we do see a drop, but in yesterday's case, I also said that at some point and probably very soon, maybe even today, we're going to see this stop being the case of Bitcoin dumping based on MicroStrategy and Michael Saylor announcing these purchases. So that is all fantastic, guys. I want to update you on the trading strategies. We have an insane $313,000 in profits right now for Bitcoin. And what's beautiful here is that almost half of the profits is coming from the algorithm. And this is so incredible, guys. Half of the profit almost is coming from the algorithm alone. So this is why I'm so we've been running this for 70 days now, guys. 70 days we've been running this and we have made this amount of profit. Absolutely insane. Same thing for Ethereum here. For Ethereum, it's even more insane. $175,000 in profit and 108 of it is coming from the algorithm alone. So this is absolutely beautiful. With Solana and Doge, it's a little bit different because these settings were reset a little while back. But still $143,000 for Solana, $88,000 for Doge. Cardano is up 117% annualized, 840% annualized, 1,535% annualized for XRP. So these strategies are doing insanely well. Now, let me talk about the 100x challenge. So what do we have here? The 100x challenge is right now, we have made about 25% so far on the 100x challenge. And I said that I was gonna, every time we go up by 5%, I was gonna compound. So we are going to do that right now live in this video. So I'm gonna go down first to the trading sheet. So I have it right here. Let me do that. This challenge already reached $1 million. Now we have a new challenge here where we want to reach $1 million. We have compounded 2 times already. I want to go down to, where's the compounding document? Let me see here. I'm gonna bring this out real quick. So there we go. We're gonna do some calculations here, but let me see. There we go. So we have another 10% in profits here on the challenge here. So I want to compound this right now. So what I'm gonna do. So normally what I would do is I would go to edit price range. I would just do this. You already know the reason why I'm doing this. If you don't know, then go back and watch my videos. But the thing that is a bit, because the price is going up, the Bitcoin price is going up. And guys, the profits that is in the strategy right now is primarily from like the unrealized profit, 1,085. It is from the Bitcoin price going up. It's not from the algorithm. The algorithm is only up $50 in the last, since we compounded, I think it was yesterday or the day before. So the algorithm hasn't had, the algorithm needs time. The algorithm needs drops in the price and time. Now we've only gone up and we haven't had time. So the algorithm has not made a lot of profit. So that is fine. We are bullish on Bitcoin. We expect it to go up. But here's the thing. You also need to be a little bit careful with just compounding and compounding and compounding. Because what you're doing is you're essentially buying more. And as you're compounding, let's say I was to compound this right now, you're like increasing the liquidation price here. And for me, this is a challenge. I don't mind if I go down and get liquidated here, because this is a challenge. It's an extremely hard challenge to go like with low leverage and with Bitcoin to make 100x in a short space of time. It is incredibly hard. I know that. So I know that I need to take some risks. So for this challenge, I am willing to take that risk. But if you are trading with a lot of money and you are not able to, lose that or whatever, you need to be careful about this, because for every time that you're compounding like this, you are taking all of the profits, the unrealized, the grid profit, everything, and you're putting it into bot, you're buying more. You need to be careful with this because you're increasing the liquidation price. And if you see a big drop, I don't think we're going to go down to 77, but if you see a big drop, then you could come close to the liquidation price, which you do not want to do, of course. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm at the very least, I'm going to release the $50 and I'm going to add it as extra margin. So it's not a lot, but at the least then I'm not, taking everything and just compounding it. At least I'm taking a little bit of money and adding it to the margin to lower the liquidation price. Okay, so I'm going to do that right now. So I'm going to take the $50, release profit. So I can release $50. It's not a lot, but in the grand scheme of things, it might help. So there we go. I will release that $50 and I will put it into this thing right here. So now you can see that I've added $50. Again, it's not a lot, but it's at least something. And now I'm going to compound the 10% that we have, okay, 9.9%, whatever. We're going to compound those 10% right now. So let us do that. So we're compounding 1,099. So how do we do that? We click here. We just edit this thing right here. Because if I were to do this and not having first released, like I showed you right now, it would also take the 50 and compounding and buy more Bitcoin. So at least I took $50 off to add for margin. So now let us continue. I want to reinvest this. That is fine. And now the liquidation price should at least be a little bit lower than if I just compounded it entirely. You can rewind the video and see if that is the case or not. But it should be. So let us do this. So we're reinvesting 1,150. There we go. And now it will reset everything here and it will start from essentially zero. But now we have 1,000. How much did we add? 1,100-ish. So when did we compound this? When was it? I think it was like 2 days ago. So 2000, what is that? Like 201. 2025. Man, it looks weird to actually type 2025. And then we have today, it is the 7th. So here we have the $300. Same bot here, same everything. So there we go. So we have already made, guys, 22.5% since we started this on the 23rd, right before Christmas we started this. So we're starting to get somewhere here, guys. We're starting to get somewhere, and this is going to increase. So how many times have we now compounded 5%? Let's say we have done, let us just round this up to 25%. So in that case, we have compounded 5 times. Now, if we go to the compounding here, we started with $10,000, compounding 5. So we've done it 5 times. So we should be at close to $12,700. I mean, if we do it 4 times, yeah, so we're right in between here. So we are at 2,249 in profit. There's 2,762. So we need to do it another 90 times, because if we do this 95 times, then we will reach $1,030,000, which sounds insane. I know a lot of people don't believe this, but this is simple math, guys. If we just continue to do this 95 times, we've done it already 5 times. So, and this is during the last 10 days or so. So we're well on our way, guys. We're well on our way. This is going to be amazing. But yeah, we need to be a little bit careful also with the compounding to make sure that we don't increase the liquidation price too high, and we do not, so we don't get liquidated there. But this is a risk I am willing to take. This is a very hard challenge. I know about that. I know I need to take some risks. Where I'm not taking risks is these ones right here, which, you know, yeah, these ones I'm just adding more margin to make sure I'm not getting liquidated. And we're very far from getting liquidated anyway. So, guys, we're just getting started still here on the 100x challenge, but time is flying and we are about to accelerate this towards the upside. So if you have thinking about joining this challenge and you still want to join while we're still at a pretty early stage, then you can do so using the links in the description. You go down right here. You have first sign up to Pionex right here, then claim the bonuses by using this link. And then you have the 100x challenge right here, Bitcoin strategy. And also make sure to watch this 100x challenge video right here. If you want to use it for Ethereum, Solana, Doge, you can use it for whichever you want. Then you can use these links right here. If you want to use it for ADA, XRP, or 180 other altcoins, click on this link. It's going to take you to this page. And here you will be able to use it for whichever altcoin you want. You can just click on the right here to do that. One thing I want to quickly mention as well is the virtual bot here, because I know a lot of you guys are using this virtual bot. And yes, the virtual price has been going down. We entered at $4.3. We're currently at $3.7. So yes, the virtual price has gone down. So of course, the unrealized profit is also gone down because we have a virtual position here. We're trading virtual. But look at this. The algorithm is compensating for that a little bit. The algorithm has made $100. We're down $400. But if we come back up to this price here at 4.29, then we are going to have unrealized profit and still keep also the grid profit. So this is exactly what you want to see for these strategies. You want us to see a drop, the algorithm to do its thing, and then you want us to come back up. We're still in a bull market, so I believe most of these assets are going to go back up. You want to see that, and then you will end up with more profits. So that is absolutely amazing, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hope that you're excited, and I will see you guys in the next one.